Hello and welcome back to another installment of Pokefodder where I discuss AR and geolocation mobile games. And today we have a good one for you. Today's video is going to be how to take out Refrenantem, the newest Apex boss in Jurassic World Alive. Before I jump into the battle, I do want to go over the move sets that Refrenantem has. It will have two minions with it, but most people aren't as concerned with that, and it's not as flashy, not as fancy. They want to know all about Refrenantem. So let's talk about it. Refrenantem is going to have a basic move of Cunning Strike. That is a move that we've seen before, so I'm not going to bore you with those details. Now with 2.7, we did get a new alert ability, and Refrenantem has it similar to what the Flocks have, although this is not a flock creature. Alert nullification: when Refrenantem is secure, which is its HP is over 66%. It says 2100 here, but that's because it's just at a base move. It is a priority target all opponents. It's going to remove all positive effects, reduce damage 50% for 4 attacks lasting 2 turns with a cooldown of 2. Now, what you need to know here is Refrenantem is a distracting machine. Towards the end of each round, Refrenantem is going to be in a threatened state, and so then its move becomes a priority where it targets all opponents, removing all positive effects, reducing damage 75% for 4 attacks, lasting 2 turns with a cooldown of 2. So when it is threatened, it reduces its opponent's damage 25 extra percent, so it takes less damage when it has less HP. If that wasn't enough, we have a Cunning Rampage move that has a cooldown of 1 and a delay of 1. This is a 2 times attack. Again, it's going to reduce your damage. I did say that this was a damage reducing specialist, right? We have another new move called Super Distraction. It is a priority move. It's going to target the highest damage. It's going to remove the dodge and then reduce damage by 50% for 2 attacks lasting 1 turn. It's going to be a 0.5% or a 50% attack with a 25% chance to stun. It's going to target all opponents additionally. So after it does all that, then it's going to target all opponents with a 1-time attack where it reduces the opponent's damage 50% for 2 attacks that last 1 turn, cooldown of 2 and a delay of 1. And this move is absolutely crazy to see. He's gonna like spit at the one he's targeting, but then everybody's going to take a little bit of damage, and then of course you're going to be distracted. Now this isn't going to play into it at all because you can't swap in during raid, but it does have a swap in distraction move. Like I said, this is going to be for in PvP, and then additionally you're going to have an alert counter distraction as another passive move. This is another alert move, which means it's going to have a secure and a threatened variable to it. When secure, which again HP is over like 66%, it's going to target the attacker, reduce the damage by 10% for 2 turns and 4 attacks. Notice the theme here about distraction. In a threatened state, it's going to target the attacker, reduce damage by 15% instead of the 10 for 2 turns and 4 attacks. As far as resistances go, 100% resistant to crit reduction. It's going to do a 25% resistance to damage over time, so it's going to be pretty difficult to bleed this out, and a 25% resistant to rending, and then 50% resistance to reduce damage, stun, and being vulnerable. Now that we know a little bit about Refrenantem, let's jump into our first raid battle against the new Apex creature. All right, so now we have Refrenantem. I'm gonna go ahead and be Mort here. Let me just check out my strat real quick, and I don't even know why, because Mort always goes roar, always goes ramp. It's kind of the way that goes, except for on this one, because you can, according to the strat, and this was put together by the Twins family, round 2, turn 2, and round 3, turn 2, if there's no minion left, Morty can use Cleansing Impact instead of the Roar, which means next round and then the following round. So 2 Gemini Titans, and these things are beefy. Both of them level 30. Looks good so far. And I apologize for missing the entrance of Refrenantem, but this thing is spectacular looking. Absolutely spectacular. And man, these 5% crits are spectacular looking as well. But we missed the big entrance by Refrenantem. When you're trying to team up with other people, Make sure that you have everything up and running, your camera running, your microphone running, your screen recording running. Sometimes you miss things. Sometimes you miss things. But the important thing is A, that the Strat works, and B, that you guys see the moves. When this thing drops on Friday morning, if you are watching this in the US, you will be surprised. I didn't spoil the big entrance, the big red carpet walk of Refrenantem. This is going to be round 1, turn 2. So we're going to go with Roar again. Both the minions are gone. And I don't think we want to finish early. I'm wondering if we're too strong and we're going to finish early. Because I feel like... I'm like, I don't know, but I feel like I could have just gone Big Daddy hit and we could have knocked out Refrenantem in 2 here. The Strat doesn't say that. So sometimes, even though you can, what's the saying? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So maybe that is apropos for this particular Strat here. And look at those frills, just flare them out. Got that red, got that gold, looking good. Tons and tons of distraction though. And I'm not sure how well this is going to be in PvP. It does have this move. Maybe it's going to do it on this turn. In fact, I think it is. Let me see what this is called. Because it's crazy. It does attack, super distraction, that's it. So it's going to attack, and it attacked the, I don't even know, Tor Moloch or Dio. I don't even know who's out here. Tor Moloch. But then everybody else takes damage, and then everybody else has distraction applied, which doesn't matter here because we all had shields up. But if you're not using a shielder, that's going to present some problems. But that is also a completely useless move when it comes to PvP. And so we're on pace. 9-turn Strat after 3. Really no challenges here to be had. We have like damage in spades extra here, so looking good so far. And then here comes distraction back at us again. I mean, just God, it looks good. I can't say enough. Just cannot say it enough. That looks so good. The creator, the graphic artist that came up with that is like kudos. They need a raise. Again, round 2, turn 2, I can go with Cleanse instead of the Roar if we have both of the minions knocked out. So let's see if we can get through the armor, the shield, the taunt, and what was that noise? Sounded like the dino burped. Got the crit. Not a lot of damage on the crit. And then I'm going to get distracted coming back. Now we're going to go with a couple of decelerating impacts. Rampages. 2 decelerating rampages. So that's 1 minion gone. And then we're gonna hit it again on the playback. This should take care of minion number 2. So at this point, if you are copying this Strat, you can either go with the Roar or you can go with Cleansing Impact. I would probably lean towards the Cleansing Impact just because there's so much distraction coming at you, and you may not be using level 30 Gemini Titans. Really, the only guidance that I have on this is that Tor Moloch needs to be the fastest, that Mort needs to be the second fastest and do 2700 plus damage, and then you have moveset for the lower damage Gemini Titan and then the higher damage Gemini Titan, and that's it. No like levels. So I'm sure as time goes on, probably by the time it is Friday morning in the US, these will kind of be vetted out, and there'll be several strats that all work. Probably none any better than the others. The only thing that would make something better would be shorter. And there is rumors of a 6-turn strat floating around. So keep an eye out for that one as well. Sure, if someone drew it up, I'm sure that it is possible there. And I didn't even notice that I was pretty low on HP, and now I'm not. So, what are we in here? Cleansing Impact, so we're in round 2, turn 2, 4,300. We might be too strong here. These are going to be baby attacks, so hopefully they're under 4,300 each. Okay, well under that. So I'm going to Rampage again because we have attack and spades, but I could easily go cleanse again. I could choose any single one of my moves, and I feel confident that we would knock out Refrenantem right on schedule. Like, the train is rolling down the tracks, and it is on schedule for our first victory of Refrenantem. And I can't use cleanse. Cleanse is on a 2-turn cooldown, so I can use any attack that I have available to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the ramp. We have one Gemini Titan that's not attacking at all. Moloch typically doesn't have a lot of oomph behind its attacks, so it's better if we just don't leave anything up to chance. Now, the other Gemini Titan is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage with its rampage. So I feel like even if I chose a different move, that I would be okay, although just got hit with another distraction, so maybe not. Maybe it was written this way for a reason. Let's see what kind of damage. That looked like a cleanse to me right there. Yeah, like, I feel like anything that I would have done probably would have been good enough, but you know, it's my first time. I'm going to follow the strat how it's written, and then make adjustments moving on from there. So I will say that the damage of 2,700 is probably more than is needed if you're using really big, beefy Gemini Titans, and these are good size. Both level 30. I'm sure they're both max boost. I know that the two people that are using them are higher ranked players in our alliance, so leaves me thinking that probably max boosted, if not extremely close to max boosting. And again, like with a lot of these raids, the thing you want to do is you want to get rid of those minions. They cause lots and lots of problems if they're allowed to hang around for a round or 2 or 3. You start losing creatures on your strike team, minions really start causing problems then. But this strat looks to be really good so far. It's not over yet, but at this point in time, I'm going to say that this is vetted out. Looks good. See, and look at that. And just as I'm saying that, the minions are coming through, causing problems. Luckily, we were on a heal there, but I'm not the healthiest, and that did not take care of minions. So we've got 2 rampages to do this, and we really need to get rid of these minions here. Let's see what ramp 1 does. Okay, so there's 1 minion. I did not see the total there, but I'm not convinced that we're getting rid of minion 2. Now remember, I did give the caveat on this strat that if round 3, turn 2, if there's no minion left, which means there is a good chance that there will be a minion left, and in this particular situation there is. So I'm not going to go with the cleanse, I'm going to go with the roar. And the reason why is because it's a group attack. It's going to do a little bit of damage to Refrenantem, hopefully knock out the Nodo, which is quickly climbing the ladder of annoyance that Dodie, for the most part, has had all to itself. But I am feeling pretty good about this. We do have a heal coming in. I'm just going to go ahead and continue to follow the strat as is. An instant invincibility, and it's probably a good thing that I did. Although, yeah, it is, because now I'm going to do damage to both the creatures. Should be able to take out the minion, and that's going to free up Refrenantem to receive the full brunt of one of the Gemini Titan attacks here. Minus, of course, this damage here. reduce damage. And then on top of that, like everybody gets hit with damage. The minion's gonna shield taunt. NBD with that, I have shield breaking, taunt breaking as well. Ouch. No damage done right there. Okay. I mean, hopefully we have 700. Okay. So a little bit more work to do on this third and hopefully final round. But, you know, I mean, 100% we're going after the distraction here. I don't even know. Let me look at the cheat sheet. Do I have a cleanse of any kind coming my way? I don't. So, yeah. This, I mean, the good news is that Refrenantem doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Its specialty is reducing its opponent's damage. Let's see what this roar is going to do. No crit. 5,800. Many times 1, many times 2. Probably going to be pretty close to GG's here. Pretty anticlimactic though. Oh yeah, 4,100. So that's gonna be ball game right there. Refrenantem is gonna take the L. Gonna have a definite shield advantage by Mopey Fish, and that was extremely dramatic there. And I don't know, we have like legs fly. I don't know what creature that is in the background there, and you can see my thing is going to glitch out. And yeah, we obviously did not battle T-Rex there, so we're going to miss all of my rewards. So as soon as I reset my game, let's see what those were. And once we get loaded back in, you can see 20 DNA. I'm cool with that. That's going to be about average. Looks like about 15 weeks to unlock Refrenantem. Where are we? We're at the end of May, so like all of June, all of July, all of August, sometime in the middle of September. I can't even think that far ahead. Like basically when Halloween comes around, you know what I'm going to dress up as for Halloween. Anyway, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed so that you can follow for more raid strats as they become available and as they become vetted out. I hope you guys take this strat, make it your own. And again, thank you to Twins family. What is it? I don't want to get this wrong here. The Twins family for the strat. Appreciate it. It looks good. It worked like a charm. That's all I got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time.